Alright, so I just woke up and I checked my Robinhood account and I found out I lost $37,000. And the first thing I wanted to do is cry, but then I remember I have a YouTube channel, so I was like, I might as well cry on a YouTube channel for more views. But in a serious note, I actually saw a lot of pandemic around coronavirus, recession, and a lot of people on YouTube making vague videos. Vague means there's no concept in their videos, and most of the people talking about stocks right now have probably like $100 in stock. And as you can see, my portfolio, I have like 6 figures in stock, and I don't know anybody on YouTube has multiple 6 figures on stock and actually talking about stock market, because it's one thing to tell people something and other thing to experience losing money and then still be in your head and still stay calm and not press the panic button. In this video, I'm gonna give you real life advice you can use. First, if you have a stock portfolio. Second, if you're planning to invest in stock market right now. Third, if you're planning to invest in stock market anytime in the future. And fourth, if you wanna make money from stocks in the long run. So the very first thing I want to talk about is stop fucking buying toilet papers. That's not gonna save you from coronavirus or epidemic, If you really wanna use your brain, I feel like you should pay more attention to stocks, analysis, and see how you can make money with this situation that's going on. So first thing I want to address, coronavirus has definitely put so much fear in the mind of investors, rookie investors, that they're pressing the panic button and they're selling their stocks, and that's why the stock market is down. The stock market works in a way like this. Let's say this stock is worth $30. If I say I just want to get rid of it, and some person was like, what if I, instead of $30, I'll pay you $29? And they're like, all right, I'll sell it. And then the other person tried to sell it for $28, $27. So more people are trying to sell a bottle or a piece of stock, the price keeps sliding down, until people find out, oh, actually I need this bottle. And I was like, oh, I don't want to sell you for this 10, I want to sell you for 15. And they buy for 15, and another person, oh, I'll buy for 16, I'll buy for 17, and the stock price going up. So that's how kind of stock market works in a small scale. But what you guys want to pay attention to, what you are doing. Are you investing or are you trading? These two are completely different things, If you're trading, you're on your own, because I don't give any trading advice. I don't personally trade, so you are kind of on your own. You want to do your careful analysis, because trading, you can lose a lot of money real quick and you can make a lot of money real quick. So trading, I don't mess with this, because I look at trading as a business. Investing, I look at it as a side hobby. Investing, you do on a scale of chilling on your bed. You do it every like 2-3 hours every 2-3 weeks. So you put only 2-3 hours every 2-3 weeks, and you're pretty passive with your investing. I could like to call it passive investing. Trading is a whole business. You analyze stocks every single day throughout multiple hours, and then you go eventually invest in them. So first, you want to identify, are you an investor or are you a trader? Me, I'm an investor. I don't know what's going to go with the stock market tomorrow or in a month or even in 2 years, but I have a kind of rough idea. In 20 years, it will be up than what it is today, And it doesn't apply to every single stock. I know a lot of people are telling you, especially on YouTube. First of all, there's the typical people that are saying, oh, sell your stock, it's going down, hitting the panic button, and they're just gonna lose all that money, So let's do a quick analysis of my stocks real quick, so you guys have a basic understanding where I'm coming from. So if we look at a 1-year plan, you'll see I started with around like 150K, and at a point I was up like $30,000 right here. I was up like 20%, something like here. And then what happened suddenly, now I'm negative 7%. So I've only lost, if I look at the long run, I've only lost about $10,000. So overall, you can see in the last month, I have actually lost $37,000. And a lot of people like to say that, oh, don't worry, the stock market is down, it will come back up, which is true, it will come back up, but only for some of the stock. Remember, during the recession, a lot of the stocks that go down, they never come up. They just disappear in the market, and now they're penny stock, or they just get out of the market, So remember, very first thing you want to do is whatever stock you own, you want to compare that stock with other stocks in the same industry. So let's just go with the example of, let's say, I don't have a Delta stock, but I used to own Delta stock. So what I would have done, let's say Roku, Roku, I have a Roku stock. So you go to Roku stock price, and you check it up, right? And you look at last 1 month. And as you can tell, it went down about 37%, And then who is the direct competitor of Roku? So first thing is Netflix. So I'll look at this last month, right? So Netflix is a really good competitor, and So you'll see Netflix is only down 13%, right? So what that overall tells me, this stock is performing way worse than the normal stock in the same industry, right? And another really good way is to go look at SP 500. What is SP 500? It's basically 500 largest companies listed on the stock market in the United States. So if you're in a different country, you want to find out what is SP 500 in your country, whichever country you're investing in. And a really good benchmark is you want to look at how much SP 500 has lost in last month. So they lost about 20%, right? And then you want to go to your portfolio and you want to see how much you lost in last month. So I lost about 20%. So that tells me I'm pretty much with the market. You know, I haven't lost way more money. But if your portfolio says you lost about 30%, that is kind of a red flag to tell you some of the stocks you own are not that good as much you think. I know it's a recession, that's why all the stocks are down, but they could be down that they probably are not really worth it what they are. I know a lot of stocks are probably undervalued, but you see a lot of these stocks are actually shitty stocks. You probably bought in the run and they had a really good presentation, but now is the time to show for, and they can't really provide the profits or whatever they have to do. They don't really have the stomach for a loss. You know, the companies sometimes cannot hold loss. So that's why it's a really good metric. So let's say another stock I have is Jpmorgan, you know. So I'll go to Jpmorgan and see how much they have lost in last month. And they have lost about 26-7%, you know. So how I will kind of go about my portfolio in this stage, I'll go Jpmorgan and I'll look at US bank stock. US bank stock is, let's see how much they have lost in last month. So they have lost about 31%, which is kind of in the same boat, about 27%. And you look up multiple bank stocks. So another famous bank is WFC, Wells Fargo. They overall had a bad year, so overall had a bad decade, I would say. 34%. So which tells me major stocks are down about 35%. Let's look at GS, Goldman Sachs. So this is down 24%. That's good. Another one is Morgan Stanley. So that's a good one. So I'll look at MS stock price. I'll go to 1 month. And this is 32%. So we checked a lot of them. 3 of them were down about 35%, and only one of them is down 24%. So that tells me Jpmorgan Chase is a really good competitor right now, because it's going average with the market. It's down as much as other stocks are down. That means I can hold this. But if at the same point it was down 50%, I would be considering cashing out, because that's not the only thing I'm looking at, but that's one of the things I'm looking at. If it has down 50%, that tells me a red flag that this stock might be starting to tumble and might just crash or go out the window. So another stock I have a Google. I wouldn't even check Google because I know it's a really good blue chip company. Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and I would even consider Netflix, because it's been pretty big. These stocks you just can't go wrong with. You can never go wrong with, even if they're down. If you buy them right now, if you're gonna hold for 20 years, you'll come up on top. But if you are coming with the mindset that I'm gonna buy stocks and I'm gonna sell all my life savings and I'm gonna buy some stocks and I'm gonna wait 4, 5, 6 months, and when they come up, I'm gonna sell and I'm gonna be good, believe me or not, if you try to time the market, you are gonna lose money, because no one in the world knows for the next 6 months what's gonna happen. So this is what stock market kind of looks like right now. So let's say this is 2019. Right here, this is 2019. This is 2020. This is 2021, and this is 2022, right? So right now, 2019 has a pretty good run. It was up, and now it's starting to tumble down right here, right? And we are kind of in the first quarter of 2020. In 2023, I know it's gonna be somewhere around here, probably somewhere around here. But no one really knows what's gonna happen here. You might buy stocks here thinking in 6 months, I'm gonna make money, and the stock might just keep sliding. It might keep sliding till the second quarter of 2021 and then pick right back up. Or you might buy stocks here and just come up and go down a little bit and might come back, and you might still be good. No one really knows what's gonna happen, or it might just go a little bit down and you might be right. It just goes down for another quarter and then it picks back up, and in 2 years everything is good. But this is the problem here. You buy here stocks thinking I'm gonna make money in next 1 year, and the stock might keep tumbling down, keep tumbling down, keep tumbling down for another 5-6 quarters. And boom, right here, you just can't lose any, you can't take any more losses because you already wiped out everything, and your 50,000 in stock is now worth 5,000 here. And boom, you're gonna cash out. And that's where you lost all the money. So the best advice is you first wanna do a really close analysis of your stock with the competitor stock and see how they're doing. Of course, I don't know how you do your analysis. I have a different method. I look at PE ratios, financial statement. I have a little bit of deep diving I do rather than just looking at what's going on in the market. But whatever you're doing, one of the really good ways, comparing your stock with the competitor stock and comparing your portfolio with SP 500. See what is SP 500 doing. So in the last 6 months, it has went down about 99.57%. And if you look at my stock, I can't do last 6 months, but let's see right here. I can't check on here, but I know in the last 6 months, I'm kind of going close with SP 500. So that tells me my portfolio is pretty much balanced. You know, I do have a lot of Chinese stock, Alibaba and Tencent. So they are gonna be expected to go really down because of the coronavirus. But what I do is for Tencent, I'll just find similar companies and I'll just compare and I'll make sure they're only going as down they should be. If you have a stock and that has gone down 40% and the people on YouTube telling you just hold it, believe me, it's gonna be better for you to sell it right now than to make it lose 80%, because believe me, not every single stock gonna recover. I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, every stock gonna recover. Believe me, they're not gonna recover. Only good stocks recover from a recession. A really good one is Tesla. You know, Tesla is such a volatile stock that you can't predict anything. So if you're gonna invest in Tesla, that's like playing with fire. Tesla is a really good trading stock, but I just don't see as a good, that's my opinion, I don't see as a good investment. Tesla as a company is still struggling. Tesla as a production, they don't make up to their production. Tesla's CEO, Elon Musk, it's always in trouble, happening something. I know I look up to him, but believe me, see, you can see 45% sell. I don't know what that means. 45% of the analysts say it's a Tesla as a sell. So not a good looks. But overall, playing with Tesla is like fire. This is the one bump it showed right here that people just stop buying and then they dip. And if anything that happens with a company, I usually stay away from it. That just tells me a lot of people are dumping and pumping these companies, and it's like playing with fire. I personally do investing. I'm looking at my money in long term, like 20 years, you know. I'm not gonna touch my money. If you're investing with the motto of, oh, I'm gonna use that money in 1 year, or remember, whenever you invest money, just forget about it. That's the best way to look at it. I don't even check my portfolio, and that's the best advice I can give you. Buy stock, do really good research, and then go buy stocks, and don't look at it for another year. That's the best advice I can give you. Or automate it, where your money automatically goes to a Robinhood and you just see which stock is doing really good and you just buy that stock, you know, again and again. And that's kind of what I do. You know, I'm looking at only stock I'm on my watch list is Shopify. I want to start investing a lot in Shopify. So this is, let's see how it's doing. You know, Shopify. The only problem I'm having with Shopify, there's no competitor to compare with. You know, I can compare with Amazon, but that's not a direct competitor, you know. But Shopify is being down 28% and an SP 500 is down 20%. So that tells me it's tumbling a little bit more, but it was kind of overvalued. So I don't know, market might just go down more. Like I told you guys, it might just go only down a little bit and stop picking right back up, or it might go even down. Invest with your own brain. Believe me, no one is knowing what's gonna happen. And for me, why I'm so like chilling with my portfolio, because I don't really need this money. Whatever money I put into stocks, I don't really need it, you know? And I actually have even more money sitting. I was actually gonna use that to buy a new car, but I might now change the plan and buy stocks if it tumble down even more. So for my general rule is simple, you know, I'll do some more analysis of Shopify, and it even goes down like 20% more and it's at 50%, I'll buy Shopify. Why? Because first of all, Shopify doesn't have any direct competitor that can scare him. But that's actually a bad thing too at the same time, because when a company doesn't have a competitor, their price might be overvalued because they are the only one in the market. So that's actually pro and con kind of at the same time. So like I said, I'll do my research and buy some stock and sell some stock, but looking at my portfolio, I'm probably not gonna sell anything. I'm gonna hold every single thing and I'm just gonna add more stock. I'm planning to add like 65,000 worth more of stock, but I just don't know. I'm not gonna buy a pharmaceutical company, that's for sure, because they always do up and down. The only thing I think that is predictable right now, that the oil prices might start to go down because everyone has banned it, like the travel is banning, travel gonna decline, and the fuel supply is not gonna be as high. And the fuel supply goes down, the prices are gonna come down. So that's the only thing kind of predictable in the next 6-7 months. But even that could be a switch, you know, my 30 days, everything might pick right back up. So I just don't know what's gonna happen. So my best advice to you is, first, learn how to analyze stocks, you know, rather than watching YouTube videos, which we are doing right now. Don't take advice from other people. Everyone has a different way of investing, and especially don't take advice from people who doesn't have a stock portfolio. I know it's so easy for go to somebody who's famous and be like, oh, this person is famous, he has a really good entrepreneur channel. Believe me, if they don't have a portfolio worth 6 figures and they have lost some money during this time period, they're not gonna feel how you're gonna feel when you lose your own money. So remember, whenever you invest with this, that you don't have access to that money for next at least 7 to 8 years, and that's how you want to invest. If you're investing with like, oh, I'm gonna put $5,000 in and my money gonna be $9,000 in 7 months, and I'm gonna use the $9,000 to buy a new car, best believe me, you're gonna have a really hard time, you know, because you can never time the market. Never in the world anyone has ever timed the market. So my best advice to you is, don't buy toilet paper. This is how stupid people are. People are buying water bottles and toilet paper. Well, we all know those things run out. So if you're gonna buy something like this. You see, this is a water filter thing. You put dirty water in here, and the clean water comes out. So buy something that's replenishable. You can literally fill it up and you have unlimited water. Buy ramen noodles. These are a really good investment. I'm not even kidding. If literally shit gets serious, if you really think it's gonna get serious, buy these, because this is the one meal, and I think they cost like 23 cents. So you can at least I would buy at least 1,000 of them. So you have a meal for next 333 days. So if you eat 3 a day, you will be good for about a year, you know. And buy a lot of ammo, because ammo is what's gonna save you. Like I said, if shit gets crazy, if you think with your brain, these are the things that's gonna help you, like the bullets. Because how are you gonna stop other people from stealing your ammo, your water, your food? People just don't think with their brain, and that applies for every single person, for me too, you know. Right now, I should be pressing the panic button, but I'm not, because I know I was already expecting this. Believe me or not, right the moment you buy a stock, expect to lose money. But remember, I'm playing for 20 years. This is the money you see right here. This is more like my retirement money. This is not my show off money. This is not my money I'm gonna use to buy a car or anything. This is literally my retirement money, where it's gonna pay me I don't know. My plan eventually with this money to grow a portfolio to about $10 million, so I can make $1 million every single year, and I'm planning to live off that $1 million every single year for the longest, you know. So that's my strategy. So you do want to have an exit strategy. What's your plan with the stock and everything? But overall, my best advice I already gave you, that make sure compare your portfolio with other portfolio. A lot of people I've seen telling, oh, it's gonna go back up. Believe me or not every single stock gonna recover. Only good stocks recover. Bad stocks gonna just go deep down the rabbit hole, and they're gonna keep losing your money. So go through your portfolio, you know, compare them with other companies, see what's going on, and make a new watch list, the company you're planning to buy or something like that, you know. And that's my best advice to you guys. Hope you guys had a great day, and stock up on some ramen noodles if you really think it's coming down. And that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video.